Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Well, I've been home for a couple of days now after my road trip. St. Louis and then Atlanta. And while I was in St. Louis, I didn't comment about the situation there. I drove through Ferguson. I didn't comment on anything because I didn't know enough. But while I was there, I was reading a lot of the local newspapers and talking to people so that I could talk a little bit about what's been going on there, because the media is gone. All the news trucks and the reporters, they're no longer there. But the protests continue almost every night in Ferguson and in other places around St. Louis. As a matter of fact, about a week ago, maybe a little more, some protesters, 7 of them, were arrested last week as they peacefully demonstrated across the street from the Ferguson Police Department. The protesters were arrested in the parking lot of a place called Andy Worms Tire and Wheel Automobile Service Center. The owner of the business has given protesters permission to use his parking lot. So there was no reason for the police to do anything. And while making the arrest, the police knocked a woman out of a wheelchair who was live streaming the protests online. And they grabbed her cell phone, which she was using to do that. And they hit her with it. There was another protester by the name of Keith Rose who was video recording the protests. And the police arrested him and deliberately damaged his camera because they didn't want people to see that they were still acting in an illegal manner. All the arrests were illegal. Everything that the police did when they went onto that parking lot was illegal. Obviously, nothing has changed in Ferguson. And what is needed is a complete makeover of the Ferguson Police Department, from the chief on down to the cops on the beat. Everyone must go. Ferguson and the municipality of Jennings are also being sued over the practice of sending indigent people who cannot pay fines for minor offenses to jail. St. Louis County is also creating a citizens review board to review cases of police misconduct. And the police union has fought it tooth and nail, even threatening to sue if the review board is granted subpoena power. Now, I'm a union man and a big union supporter, but the actions of various police unions across the country has been nothing short of disgusting. In other news, students at St. Louis University are protesting because Robert McCulloch has been invited to address the students at an event there. In a letter to the administration, they described him very accurately as unethical and unfit to address the students. But other students are saying, no, let him speak. Now, they agree that he is unethical and unfit and should be indicted for suborning perjury. But they want McCulloch to be on the record, because every time he has spoken, he has revealed more unethical behavior on his part. And there will be a Q&A session afterwards. And they figure that McCulloch has been digging a hole ever since the Ferguson events. And hopefully, if he continues to speak in public, he will dig a deep enough hole to bury him in. Thanks for listening.